You might have to push your video to full screen on your YouTube viewer. This girl, supposedly, that disappeared in a forest preserve, they found her over here. Her name's Aaliyah. Okay? The first thing that's not right is little kids don't do this bullshit. They don't hold their hands in that position. Okay? They don't do that. That's showing both sides, and you notice she's got her thumbs up. Okay? So there's your fucking pillar thing. Just like your old fucking bell over there with the two pillars, that fucking mayor that got reelected. Okay? So you got the two pillars here, you got her hands. Little kids don't grab their shirt like that and hold their hands up. That's a Masonic symbol. Absolutely 100% guaranteed. Girl found in forest. Her name is Aaliyah. Let's see how Aaliyah is related to Saturn. The most general designations of the divine being El, Eloha, Elohim, El Elyon, and interestingly enough, what page would it be on? Well, it's on page 36. Isn't that interesting? The most common designation of the divine being in the Old Testament is the plural of the singular. Occurs in the Old Testament almost exclusively in a poetical language, which is the exceptional that later books composed under Aramaic influence. But it is to be counted the oldest Semitic name of God, the Semites. Now you're talking about 13 races, the one being the Jews, which claim their fame to owning us. It appears in a number of the oldest names, Genesis 18, so there's your 9, and also Ishmael Latish and Edomatish names, a son Ishmael. This name is also passed to the Phoenicians as the name of Saturn, their highest god. Gosh, where's the truth movement in all of this? Can somebody tell me how the truth movement fits in God's plan for us? Because there ain't one. There is no fucking truth movement. This is supposed to be you. You're the truth movement. As a name of the true God. It is not frequent in the prose of the Old Testament. It hardly ever appears except with the article or in connection with the following genitive, blah, blah. The meaning is to be strong or powerful, shows the original sense, the powerful, strong. I told you, it's about power. Two different views exist as the etymological explanation. According to one, to be regarded as the cognate primitive substances whose original sense, as shown as the verb, is that of power. And according to this, the verb aliyah is diminutive. According to the other view, are etymologically distinct, and the letter to be derived from the root Allah. Oh, how about that? So now we're going from Jewish back, or Aliyah, I'm sorry. My mistake. Aliyah, which means pavor, perculus, fruit, as also restless, disconnected. Movement lies in the related, not the, I can't read the word, in distinctive from Aliyah, to honor the diminutive character which is not to be doubted. As an abstract verbal noun would originally donate terror. So we know that Aliyah is associated with Saturn and this word. And further the object of terror, and thus corresponds with the divine name. The later view is probably more correct, since at least the noun is not the character of the primitive. If power or might are indicated in the noun, which exposes the impression made by power. Aloha is according to the power which awakens terror. Yeah, we can always. This must be how Aliyah fits into God's plan for us. The power which awakens terror, which confronted by the divinity, that natural man finds himself when confronted by the divinity, chiefly moved by the feeling of fear, is expressed in the designation of God. So, what do we have here? We got a little kid that fucking they found in a forest preserve. A forest preserve out here is like a wooded area. Her name's Aaliyah. Okay? So what are they saying? Terror has been found in the forest? Phoenician, it's also the Phoenician name of Saturn, which is the, you know, this, all of this is all tied together, folks, in a nice big fucking package, or cube if you'd like. Let's see, it denotates terror, and it's the power which awakens terror. Sounds to me like Fox News might not have your best interest at heart. Do you think? See, when these guys say South Side, they're not bullshitting because they're talking about the underworld. Okay, we laugh and giggle because we're just doing it in a goofy way. But these guys are really talking about the South Side. I told you, this shit's all Saturnian, it's all Phoenician, it's all Jewish, and it's all bullshit, and it's all dark and fucking evil. See, this is the real news. See this shit here? This is the real news. This is the real news. It's not that some little kid disappeared and they found her and it's a happy ending. This is the real news. Because the reality you live in is not the reality that you live in. None of it is. None of it. Not even fucking close. It's just that, you know, this McCleary character said, the cards were stacked against you from the time you were born. Well, he's right about that. But where he's fucked up is, you know, he said, oh, you know, you guys are fucking stupid. You don't know anything. I got news for you. If you were taught the wrong thing from the time you were born, chances are you'll get it wrong your entire fucking life. Okay? So to sit there and call people stupid, which I don't, I get mad and say, when I refer to stupid, I mean the general public. The stupidity comes in when you don't seek to find the truth or to at least look for the truth. Do you understand? Nobody out here is stupid. You're ignorant. You're ignorant of it. Ignorant means you were never told the truth. You become stupid when you turn your back and walk away and say, ah, fuck it, I don't care. As long as I get my check. That's it. But not to look is stupid and makes you stupid. You know, so you know, somebody said, well, I don't get offended when you make fun of black people, whatever. And I'm not doing it to make fun of black people because we are all niggers. If you want to use the classical terminology of nigger, we're all niggers. Because we're all slaves, we're all treated like we're retarded, and we're all pieces of shit, and we all get beat on every day by a system that most people don't even know that there ever was one outside of this. They have no clue that there was anything ever before this. Because in their mind, creation started the day that they conceived that they were here. They have no care or wanting to even fucking begin to understand there's a whole fucking world prior to you that went on that has led up to the culmination of where you're at today. They don't want to know. That they don't want to know. And that's what makes people fucking stupid. Nobody's going to get it right, but you can look. And we're all making strides because you know what? You guys are learning at the same speed I am. I didn't come on here knowing all this stuff. I started in 2007. Something happened in my head. And I started realizing that something wasn't right. And it just started from there. It started from one verse in the Bible. Amos 5:26. Go read it. It's where the I guess the creator or the guy that's running this place said you made a star unto yourself. And it was called Chayun, and Chayun is the Assyrian name for Saturn. And I got pissed off because I had a very Christian, well, I want to use the word Christian. I had a very strong belief in Jesus, and I got really pissed because I know the Jews to the Christian religion, and I was fucking taken back that the Jews were worshiping the planet Saturn, which means that the Christians were being bullshitted, and that's what started this whole thing. That's what started this whole thing. So you guys are pretty much learning at the same rate I am. I'm just showing you everything I learn as I go. So it isn't like I walked in here and I knew it all and I'm teaching you because I already know it. I don't. I'm showing you. I'm showing you the same clues that I'm getting most of the time within a day or two of me seeing it. I just have a memory bank in my head that I can remember pictures from a long time ago, go back and grab that, and then show you the simulation between the two. That's the only difference between me and you. I'm not any smarter. There's nothing wonderful and magical about me. I'm a fucking scumbag in the big scheme of things, and I don't even want to be remembered that I was ever here because I'm not worth remembering. I'm just trying to help out. I don't even know why the fuck I'm doing that.